What kind of book is Revelation? It has been about 2,000 years since the book of Revelation was written. The book of Revelation was written by God himself and held in his hand. The book of Revelation is what John recorded after receiving the revelation through a vision given to him by Jesus, who had received the book from God. This book records the end of the religious world and the recreation of the new era. However, no one in the world knew about the contents of this book until today. The only person who knows its fulfilled realities and actual entities is the one who saw and heard the realities when the prophecies of this book were fulfilled. Even so, the realities of the prophecies of this book can be seen and heard only when God and Jesus fulfill the prophecies. At the time of the fulfillment of Revelation, the realities of three organizations written in the book appear: the betrayers, the destroyers, and the saviors. The one who saw and heard these at the site of the events solely knows them. The betrayer, the destroyer, and the savior, these three entities appear and fight, each claiming that they are the true pastor, though it is difficult to realize who the real pastor is. Yet only the Savior among the three will know that he is the messenger of God, the promised pastor. The true pastor at this time, the promised pastor, is the one who saw and heard all the events of Revelation, and ate and mastered the revealed book of Revelation. The pastor promised in this book of Revelation is the one who received and ate the book of Revelation, and who saw and heard all the events of the entire book of Revelation. Then, the pastor promised pastor is the one who saw and heard all the fulfillment of the prophecies after the time of prophecy has passed. The one who saw all the places of the fulfillment of Revelation will solely know the fulfilled realities of the prophecies of this book. At this time, all the realities of the betrayer, the destroyer, and the savior recorded in this book appear. For this reason, the one who received the revealed book of Revelation and saw all the realities of the prophecies of Revelation can testify to these. In other words, only the one who saw and heard the fulfilled realities of the whole book of Revelation can testify to all the fulfilled realities and the actual entities of this book. The prophecies of the book of Revelation, which was recorded about 2,000 years ago, have been fulfilled today. As promised, the past era, the corrupted traditional church has been judged, and the new kingdom and new people of the new era, the new heaven and new earth, 12 tribes, are created. The promised pastor of Shincheonji, who saw and heard everything at the place of the fulfillment of Revelation, is testifying the fulfillment and the actual entities of the whole book of Revelation. Therefore, the pastors on earth should point out the defect, fault, of the testimony regarding the fulfillment of the New Testament revelation of the promised pastor, if there is any. If there were any real pastors among the pastors on earth, they would have come to Shincheonji and worshipped as in Revelation chapter 15. No one can enter the kingdom of heaven if they have added to or subtracted from the book of Revelation. Shincheonji, which Protestantism and Catholicism claim to be heretic, has mastered the New Testament revelation, and Protestantism and Catholicism, self-proclaimed Orthodox, have all added to or subtracted from Revelation. This can be known through the verification exam based on Revelation in front of the public. Stop bragging and stop pretending to know. The judgment will begin soon.